In 1989, Dodge was fighting for survival, its trucks outgunned, outclassed, and heading for the scrap heap. Then came a secret weapon, an industrial diesel engine that could shrug off abuse, power through disasters, and some say it could even run after an EMP. This unlikely gamble spawned the indestructible legend every American remembers. What made this truck unstoppable, and what flaw nearly doomed it from the start? By the late 1980s, Dodge trucks were nearly invisible on American roads. Outdated designs and lackluster engines left them trailing far behind Ford and Chevy in both sales and reputation. The company faced a crossroads. It had to find a way to stand out, or risk shutting down the truck line completely. In a move that surprised the industry, Dodge turned to Cummins, a heavyweight in agricultural and industrial engines. Cummins brought something no competitor could match, an engine already proven in farm equipment and big rigs, known for its relentless torque and reliability. The deal, signed in 1985, committed Dodge to buy 1,000 of Cummins' 5.9-liter B-Series engines for their heavy-duty pickups, with production ramping up for the 1989 model year. Instead of building their own diesel, Dodge let Cummins handle the engineering and integration, a bold step for an automaker used to doing everything in-house. The result was a pickup with a turbocharged direct-injection diesel engine that delivered 400 pound-feet of torque, enough to outpull gas-powered rivals by a wide margin. Orders for the new trucks quickly outpaced forecasts, with more than 10,000 units sold in the first year alone. By 1992, Dodge had become Cummins' largest customer. As one truck historian puts it, the 12-valve Cummins didn't just save Dodge, it changed what a pickup could be. The heart of the Ram Cummins, from 1994 to 1998, beats with the Bosch P7100 injection pump, a mechanical masterpiece that set these trucks apart from everything else on the road. Unlike modern diesels that rely on computers and sensors, the P100 meters fuel with a series of precisely machined plungers and barrels, all driven directly by the engine's camshaft. There is no electronic control unit, no wiring harness, no microchips, just raw mechanical logic that responds instantly to the throttle. A diesel mechanic would explain it like this. Each time the engine turns, the pump's cam lobes push plungers to pressurize fuel, sending it through the injectors at pressures over 15,000 pounds per square inch. The amount of fuel delivered is controlled by the position of a simple steel plate and a spring-loaded star wheel, both adjustable with nothing more than a wrench. This design is not just a throwback to an earlier era, it is the reason these trucks have become legends among survivalists and off-grid enthusiasts. With the P100, the engine can be started by rolling the truck down a hill and popping the clutch, even with a dead battery. In theory, it could run after an electromagnetic pulse disables every electronic gadget in sight. But shop veterans are quick to add a word of caution. Bump starting a 7,000-pound truck is not for the faint of heart, and cold mornings still demand a working battery for the glow plugs. Even so, the P7100's mechanical resilience remains unmatched, making it the pump of choice for anyone who values simplicity and dependability over digital convenience. The 12-valve Cummins engine wasn't just built to last, it was designed to outlive almost everything else on the road. Its inline-six layout isn't a stylistic choice, it's a blueprint for endurance. 6 massive main bearings cradle a forged steel crankshaft, each one able to withstand forces that would twist lesser engines apart. The block and head are cast iron, not aluminum, and the pistons work against a towering 17:1 compression ratio. Every oil change means draining 12 quarts, double what most gas trucks require, circulating through passages wide enough for industrial duty. Owners who rack up 500,000 miles aren't rare. In diesel forums and high-mileage clubs, stories surface of original, unrebuilt engines rolling past 700,000 or even 1 million miles. One longtime hauler describes his 1996 Ram as the only truck I've ever owned, that feels stronger at 500,000 miles than it did at 50,000 miles. His secret: routine oil changes, careful warm-ups, and a respect for the engine's mechanical heart. There's no magic, just solid engineering and relentless maintenance. For many, the odometer isn't a countdown to failure, it's a badge of honor. The real worry isn't if the engine will last, but whether the rest of the truck can keep up. Hidden inside the front of every 12-valve Cummins is a flaw so small it is almost invisible to the naked eye. A steel dowel pin pressed into the engine block during assembly. Its job is simple: keep the timing gear cover perfectly aligned. But over thousands of miles, vibration works that pin loose. If it drops, it can fall straight into the spinning timing gears. The result is not a slow decline or warning rattle. It is instant, catastrophic failure. Gears shatter, the camshaft can snap, and the engine that was supposed to last 1,000,000 miles is suddenly finished. No official recall ever came from Dodge or Cummins. Instead, a fix spread by word of mouth among mechanics and owners. The solution is a small steel tab, a $20 piece of metal, bolted or welded in place to trap the dowel pin and keep it from moving. Installing it takes about half an hour for a shop technician with the right tools. For many, it is the first upgrade after buying a used 12-valve, a rite of passage that separates seasoned owners from newcomers. Online forums are filled with photos of gear carnage and step-by-step guides for the KDP tab installation. For the cost of a pizza and a Saturday morning, the engine's legendary status is secured and the threat of sudden disaster is gone. When the 1994 Ram rolled onto showroom floors, it did not look like anything else on the road. Dropped front fenders, a towering grille, and squared-off shoulders borrowed straight from the big rigs that ruled American highways. The effect was immediate. Truck buyers who had ignored Dodge for years suddenly paid attention. One automotive journalist described it as a semi-truck in pickup clothing, unapologetically bold. The new design was not just for show. Chrysler's own sales reports recorded a near doubling of Ram sales in the first year alone, jumping from under 100,000 to over 180,000 units. Advertising hammered the point home with slogans such as "The rules have changed" and "The hardest working trucks in America." The big rig look became a magnet for enthusiasts and everyday drivers alike, fueling a surge in demand that would shape the Ram's identity for decades. Tuning a 12-valve Cummins is almost too easy. For less than $500, a determined owner can slide the fuel plate forward, tweak the star wheel, and double the factory torque, sometimes pushing past 800 pound-feet with little more than hand tools and a grin. Diesel shops recall customers lining up for quick power modifications, chasing that rush of instant mechanical grunt. The fun comes with a catch. The stock 47RH and 47RE automatic transmissions were never designed to handle this kind of abuse. Slipping clutches and burnt bands became a familiar story, especially when the right foot got heavy. Transmission specialists started seeing these trucks on lifts more often, swapping out tired automatics for the beefier NV4500 5-speed manual. The swap was not cheap, but it was the only way to keep up with all that newfound torque. For many, the thrill of cheap horsepower was always shadowed by the looming cost of keeping the drivetrain alive. On farms and job sites across America, the 12-valve Cummins Ram became more than a machine. It became a partner in the daily grind. Hotshot haulers trusted it to move livestock, hay, and heavy equipment, racking up hundreds of thousands of miles without complaint. In the Midwest, a single-owner 1995 Ram still pulls grain trailers each fall, its odometer spinning past 600,000. Stories like these fill diesel forums and coffee shop conversations, each one a quiet testament to the truck's staying power. But the workhorse has found a second life far from muddy fields and gravel lots. At collector auctions, well-kept 12-valve Rams now command prices that outstrip their original sticker, sometimes topping $30,000 for low mileage, rust-free examples. What started as a tool for the working class has become a sought-after relic, valued for its honesty and unbreakable reputation. In the eyes of many, the 12-valve is as much a symbol as it is a truck. Today, 12-valve Rams command prices that often exceed their original sticker, prized for their mechanical purity in a digital age. As modern trucks grow ever more complex, the legend endures, reminding us that real durability isn't just nostalgia, it's a benchmark many still chase, but few reach.